Hold up now. Let me cook.
Bro, have y'all seen the Detroit Pistons? They've been on a tear so far. Everyone, they mama talking about OKC and their 12-1 record. Behind SGA shooting 30 free throws a night. The Nuggets are 9-2 with Joker averaging yet another triple-double. Skinny Luka on a revenge tour after Nico Harrison called him fat. Antetokounmpo averaging 35, 12, and 6. But no one, I mean no one is talking about the Pistons. It's literally like Lil TJ dropping an album. You could keep that shit low, bro. That shit finna go triple cheeseburger. Helen Keller's ass don't even want to listen to that shit. She was blind and deaf. God did not fuck with her. Everyone's saying the Knicks and Cavs have the best chance to go to the finals, but I feel like everyone's forgetting about Detroit. And I mean, don't get me wrong, 2 years ago, they lost 27 games in a row. Their football team had more wins than them. Fans literally were about to hire Itachi to handle the roster so they could have a disaster draft and save their season. Y'all remember when Cade said, oh, we not 2-26 bad. Nigga sounds like me after I miss a few parlays. I get it, optimistic is the best way, gang. But since they got rid of the second worst basketball player in Killian Hayes, they're 9-2 now. They deadass look like the 0-4-0.
150, 600 hundreds, 720s, let's get straight to it.
The Detroit Pistons right now, they scared the living hell out of me. Cade Cunningham, that brother is special. That's a baller right there.
We're looking at a team full of dogs in Detroit.
So we're going to do a little recap about the Pistons, how they became an expansion team in 1978. They were trash as hell at ball. Bunch of Kent Bazemore's on that squad up until the 1981 draft, where they took Isaiah Thomas with the number 2 pick, beginning the start of the Bad Boys era. Later down the road, they would get key players and Hall of Famers. They won 2 finals out of 3. After the breakup between all of them, Detroit was still trash up until 2004, where they surprisingly won the finals. No all-star behind Chauncey Rico, Case Billups, and Big Ben. But the Lakers probably could have won if Carl I Can't Leave Kids Alone wasn't spawn camping. After those years, from 2009 to now, the Pistons been booty, but juice. Call them a raw wave album the way they were trash. Growing up, I only saw them in the playoffs twice. That's more depressing than Will Smith marrying G.I. Jane. But then in 2021, they got Cade, the new hope, the brain, the rebuild. He controls the pace, reads the defense like he's watching film in real time. And he gives them that missing point guard, something they've been missing since Isaiah Thomas or Mr. Rico Case. He's an elite floor general with superstar upside. Everything runs through Cade, playmaking, leadership, culture, and late game decision making. He's the guy you build around, not next to. His rookie year, he averaged 17 points per game, 5.5 rebounds per game, and 5.6 assists per game. The Pistons finished in the bottom of the East with a record of 23-59. Shit, more depressing than your girl leaving you. But the future was looking brighter than ever. That year, they drafted Jaden Ivey and they got a steal in Jalen Duren. Yo, Charlotte is literally the dumbest franchise ever, I swear to God. You got rid of SGA, you traded away Kobe Bryant, now this dumbass franchise. Jaden Ivey and Jalen fit perfect. Pause. If Cade's the brain, then Ivey's the adrenaline. He plays downhill like Jaw Wick with a little bit of Westbrook chaos, but he shoots way better than them. He also has better defensive rotation for sure. Then Jalen Duren, he's a big that young core dream of, not no DeAndre Ayton shit. He's 6'11", 250 pounds, 40-inch vert, a lob threat, an anchor on defense, and a rebound machine. He's basically Diddy Dwight from the Orlando Magics, just with way better passing skills. But sadly, K got injured that season and only played 13 games, finished dead last in the NBA with a record of 17-65. They then got the 5th pick in the draft, selecting Asar Thompson, a fucking crazy elite defender with crazy athleticism. Wingspan so long he could tie his shoes standing up. This nigga looks like an Enderman, bitch. I swear to God. He guards 1 through 4 like nothing. He hustles non-stop, turns defense into transition buckets. He does stuff that doesn't show up on the box scores. Extra rebounds, chase down blocks, rotates perfect, cuts, gives him that young boy energy. He still has a lot to grow offensively, don't get me wrong. He be looking like prime Ben Simmons, but shit, if he gets a jump shot that's decent, he's basically Dennis Rodman with a D-Lo jump shot, non-existent. He fits perfect next to Cade in them. No, not that Cade, this Cade in them. So Detroit has a small point guard in Cade, a downhill guard in Ivy, a defensive monster in Asar, and an athletic rim protector in Duren. You don't have young talent, you have a blueprint. Oh, how can you forget the one and only, the guy who squared up with Braun, Isaiah Lewis Stewart. On God, I thought the league was gonna come after him, bro. I swear to God, if I was at the game, I would've gave him the fight with these. Everyone's healthy, everyone's happy. We know they're gonna make a deep run in the playoffs, or at least in the play-in.
The losing streak reaches 27 consecutive games.
This is an atrocity. The Detroit Pistons are a horror show.
We've been so lucky enough to witness history. The Pistons lost 27 games in a row. Fans have bags over their head talking about sell the team. They dead don't want to be fans no more. It looks like Will Smith started freestyling.
I go to sleep and my ancestors visit me. They surrounded me, gave me the vision vividly.
Cade walking down like he's about to hit the MB, straight tears game. Wasn't his fault though. He was putting up stats, dropping 40 points twice, shooting 70% from the field. Bro wasn't trying to go outside like the Incredible Hulk versus Thanos. That roster definitely has more than enough talent to only have 2 wins. It's Coach Monty's fault, honestly. Bad lineups and rotations. Like at one point, I saw him sub in James Wiseman. I'm like, oh yeah, he's not taking this shit serious. After that season, the Pistons did fire head coach Monty Williams and brought in JB Bickerstaff. Got Malik Gambling Beasley and Tim Hardaway Jr. Also selecting Ron Holland in that draft. But no one expected this Pistons team to do anything. They only won like 14 games. They'll still be trash. No one is expecting a big leap for them. Like, bro, you really think the Pistons are gonna do a big leap in one?
I don't give a fuck how good she looking, trusting none of the teams. I got white girls on me, Avril Lavigne.
Holy, what the did I just witness? We just witnessed one of the biggest turnaround for show. A bigger glow up than that one ugly girl from high school. First it was the bad boy Pistons, then it was the Malice at the Palace Pistons. Now we have the crash out Pistons being led by Cade with averages of 26 points per game, 6.1 rebounds per game, and 9.1 assists per game. But they also had other stuff popping off. They acquired some vets with a young core, a new coach who just led the 4-seeded Cavs to the second round. This was the best season they had in ages. They went from the worst record in the league to 44 wins in just one season. The Detroit Pistons didn't rebuild, they announced themselves. Cade went from having potential all-stars to being a franchise player. Ivan, Duren, Asar went from being regular prospects to actual NBA prodigies. And the vets, besides Malik getting caught gambling, he was an actual real shooter. One of the NBA top 3 volume 3-point shooters. Moves without the ball, forces the defense to guard the perimeter. He brought gravity, shooting, and that veteran role. Suddenly, Cade had driving lanes, Duren had lob spaces, Ivy had room to attack, and Asar didn't have to hit threes to be useful. They did make the playoffs, but eventually lost in 6 to the Knicks. But if you're a Detroit fan, you're more than happy because your future looks really bright. You're in a better position than you were 2 years ago. 2 years ago, you were in the shadow realms with a Lil Baby music career. But now in this season, you're 9-2, the best record in the East with the 3rd best defense. So how are they doing it? Did they have a genie ask for a wish on some Aladdin shit? From a laughingstocks 2 years ago to being on top like missionary. Let me break it down to you. They're literally the Houston Rockets of the East. The biggest headline is obviously Cade. After making his first All-Star, he took a big jump this year, averaging 27 points per game, 9.9 assists per game, and 5.4 rebounds per game, and 1.4 steals a game, while shooting 43% from the field with 30% from 3. Detroit built this team around his playmaking, not just his offense. For example, look at this. Cade's coming down the court, going against the Thompson twin, goes around the screen from Stuart Little. Cade beats Jabari to the baseline. Then the shotgun dude doesn't know what to do because he's a cone on defense. Cade then recognizes the help and hits J. Cole in the corner. He literally sets up his team when it matters. He's second in the league with 9.9 assists per game, second behind Joker. Dropped a career high with 18 assists against Dallas. But don't get it fucked up now, he can still score. He's literally averaging 28 points per game and leading the whole entire league in 4th quarter scoring with 11 points per game. They're on a 7-game winning streak right now. He's been averaging 31 points per game, 11.1 assists, and 5 rebounds per game. He plays at his own pace. He doesn't let another player rush him. He takes his time. He's a mastermind. And then setting up and getting his teammates involved. One thing about him is his confidence. He missed 31 shots, but he reminded himself of what Dion Waiters would have said. He kept attacking, kept scoring, kept creating, and finished with 46 points, 1 assist, and 2 rebounds. He's hooping like he's tired of being called the rebuild piece. In these 11 games, it's time to put him in the MVP talk, so I'm not gonna lie to you. Then there's Jalen Duren, the Shaq of this team. His progression has been going through the roof. You know Kyle Kuzma has that insane skill that every year he comes back way worse? Well, Jalen Duren has that, but in reverse. This season, he's averaging 20 points per game, 12 rebounds a game, and 1 block a game. He averaged last year 11 points per game. That's already 9 more points than last year. He's been more aggressive down low. The main reason why Detroit leads in most of the points in the paint is because of him. Over the 7-game win streak, Jit looking unstoppable. 23 points a game, 14 rebounds per game, 2 assists, and then doing it on defense with 1 block and 1 steal. And he also been looking real good with the pick and roll. Him and Cade 1-2 punch are free east, I swear to God. So Jalen Duren sets the screen, Cade draws a defender, he rolls to the basket, and then yams it all over this wannabe Lil Durk dude. He dead looks like a mini Target version of Shaq, I'm not gonna lie. He just eats less hamburgers probably. Last season you saw little peaks of it, but now it's consistently here. Cade and Duren connection goes crazy. They dead look like Shaq and Kobe right now. Best point guard and center duo in the league right now, on God. I know Cade just be throwing that bitch up saying, oh, Duren's gonna be somewhere there. Oh, just for the record, Jalen Duren's also 21 years old, by the way. He also leads the NBA in second chance points, and he's getting way more to the free throw line. He's shooting 80%. Shit, I guess he's doing something better than Shaq. He also had a 2020 game against Utah. Not only did he get better offensively, but defensively he got better. And bro, with him being on the floor, that makes the team way better defensively. The team leads the league in blocks and rim protection, and he's a huge reason why. Bro's literally a better version of Rudy Gobert. He skyrocketed this year, fully engaged on defense, unstoppable on offense, getting hella boards, scoring second chance points, better free throw shooter, and again, he's only 21 years old. Bro still has hella potential. He's definitely definitely one of the favorites to win Most Improved Player of the Year. But also, not just them two taking a leap as well. The 5th pick in the 2023 did as well. The Thompson twin, 14 points a game and 3 assists per game. But like I said earlier, he's a Dennis Rodman, a Draymond, a Ben Wallace. His stats are nothing. You gotta watch the games to see what he really does. What he does on the court is not shown in the NBA stats. He's a defensive demon with 3 steals and 1 block a game during this win streak. He's also getting better at his offensive game. He's not looking like Kent Bazemore no more when it comes to scoring. Shooting occasional threes, having a little turnaround jumper, but he's still a defensive anchor. This offseason, they added Sheen from Jimmy Neutron coming off the bench with 12 points a game. He hits 3 threes a game on 45% shooting. Then we have Stuart Little. Listen. If you were to ask me to see his highlights last year, I promise you they would have been straight fighting and straight WWE matches. But this year, he got way better. He went from getting dunked on twice to starting a whole fight scene with King James. Look at Westbrook, that weak ass stance, to becoming an interior threat and hitting threes. Bro literally became one of the best 3-and-D players in the league right now. Last year, he was looking like a WWE fighter. Now this year, he's shooting 40% from the 3 while having 2.1 blocks per game. Oh yeah, 3D and crash out, Hall of Fame threat. The league is cooked. The only bad thing I would say about him is I hope he doesn't crash out a lot. Hopefully he was on that Draymond shit, taking anger management lessons, so he doesn't have to have the fans worried. But don't get me started on my favorite player in that draft, Ron Holland. Oh my gosh, everyone always talks about the sophomore slump, but this nigga does not believe in that shit. He's averaging 9 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists per game. He definitely got some upside for Showski. You know what's the craziest part? I haven't even mentioned Ivy, because last year he got hurt, but this year hopefully he comes back and he's even better. If he could come back without nothing major, it's definitely gonna look more scary for show. Bro, the Pistons literally have a superstar on their hands with a bunch of great role players or even upcoming all-stars. I always remind everyone, history always repeats itself, especially with the NBA. They show signs of the 2004 Pistons, even the bad boy Pistons. A guard who is still a star player, a shooting guard who can be explosive and score at will, a small forward who can score but defensively where they excel the most at. The power forward, they have a defensive anchor, also good at scoring, but their toughness is in their defense. Then the 5 position, the energy, the 2-way, can lock up anyone and get boards on anybody. Offensively, they're a pest, while everyone they mama lives by the threes. The Boston Celtics. In a league that hasn't seen an offensive team win by attacking the paint, they are more than thriving. Their defense is definitely up there for sure. They make some teams look like D'Angelo Russell and Wendell Carter Jr. Their best defender is a Thompson twin. He's one of the best defenders out in the East. And their coach who got that toughness, I mean, look at him. He's just bald and serious. Not a great combination, gang. They rank 4th in the entire league for defense, but it's also no ego when it comes to this team, especially with Cade. He knows he's a great threat on scoring, but he looks for his teammate even more, setting them up and getting them involved. Got Duren a quick lob or passes out when someone's cutting, but it's also their effort. Dives on the floor for loose balls, making those little extra plays that no one pays attention to. Obviously, offense is the key factor for sure, but mix that with defense and hustle, you got a recipe for a problem. The only thing I would say about this team that really needs more development and needs to be worked on is their consistent 3-pointer. They can make a run to the conference finals, maybe even the finals. With the East being wide open like Kim Kardashian legs on a Tuesday night, the Cavs are always looking like frogs and they're always dealing with injuries come around playoff time. The Knicks are definitely a strong opponent for sure, but the only thing with them, they lack bench depth and they got zesty ass Cat. Oh, and the Bucks, it's only Giannis, and I guess if you want to count Miles Turner, like come on bro. The Pacers are booty. The Pistons definitely have a good chance. I'm rooting for them because they've always been dog water, so I would love for them to have a significant run. I said in my prediction video, I definitely have them top 4. If they keep playing like this and they stay healthy, they're definitely going to be the #1 seed for the rest of the season. I know it's early in the season, but they're showing signs and no one is talking about them. I feel like I gotta step in. But that's it for the video. Let me know what y'all think. Are they serious contenders or are they not? Like, comment, and sub if you like basketball and content. Alright y'all, peace to the Bugs. It's Mitchell and 7.